Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I should probably start by welcoming myself back to my channel because it has been a minute since I've created a video. But we're back and I have some amazing new products to show you. Today I have the MAC Cosmetics Loud and Clear collection, the whole thing to show you guys, as well as some of the new blush formulas. I'm going to take you through all of those products and then show you how to create this makeup look. So let's get started. I'm going to start with some 24-hour eye base. This is really just going to help the eyeshadow glide on more smoothly and stick better. I just use a little bit on my finger, about that much, and then rub your two middle fingers together and then just put one on each eye. You don't want to be able to see your eye base or else you put too much on, and then it will just do the opposite. It'll get kind of chunky, so make it really thin, just enough to stick the eyeshadow. So in this collection, the eyeshadows are what I was connected to the most because I love warm tone shadows. So I definitely wanted to create a look with this. I'm just gonna start with my transition color, which will be this Paint by Umber color. And I'm just using a small blending brush. This is the 221 from MAC. And we're just gonna apply that right in the crease. So I push this right in here and just kind of blend it back and forth. I love a super warm tone brown in my crease. This one's almost even a little peachier than what I'm used to, which I'm not mad at. It definitely makes my brown eyes pop a little bit more, so I'm into it. To blend it out, I'm just going to use my 224 brush and a little bit of Studio Fix powder, whatever your color is, and blend that just along the top edge. It creates a really nice soft focus lure to the shadow, and it gives a little bit of coverage on the skin under the brow too. And then we're going to go back in with a little bit more of the brown shade just to make sure everything's super blended. I'm going pretty intense with this color just because it is my transition and I want everything to kind of work into this. So don't be afraid of this color. It blends really nicely into the skin too. Alright, so once you have that crease color in, we're going to go in and deepen it up a little bit more. I'm going to take a bit of a darker color. This is called Bougie Babe. And we're going to use it on our 239 brush. Just kind of work it in there. We're going to stamp it kind of on the inside of that first color that we did. You want to still be able to see that first color sort of peeking out on the top. I'm just using a tapping motion. I don't know why, but I find this like the easiest way to blend. A lot of people think you want to do like a buffing motion, but when you're layering and trying to create this gradient, I find a bit more of a tapping motion gives you more control. And I'm going to come back in with my same blending brush that I used for the color before this. And again, just pull it over the edge of that deeper color so that everything blends together. So you can really see now how we're getting a nice gradient. Something I spend the most time on in my eyeshadow routine is blending, because I do not like any weird lines in my eyeshadow. So I'm always blending more and more and more. I think I could do it all day long. So now that I think this is blended sufficiently enough, I actually am going to take one more color. This is back to Surreality? I don't know. But this kind of ochre yellow tone. I'm just going to take a tiny bit of that in my inner corner here and just buff it in here. I think it would have softened my inner corner a little bit, but still blend everything together. Do you see how that's just adding a little bit more blend there? Okay, so I think this is one of my favorite steps in my eyeshadow routine. It's a little unconventional, but my favorite thing is to use liquid lipstick in my outer corner to deepen it up. So I'm just going to take a bit of this liquid lipstick color called Crowned. It's kind of like a deeper, almost purple tone. So I think this look is going to give me fall vibes. Like, I think it's going to be really pretty. Liquid lipsticks I find are the easiest thing to blend, and they give you such a high impact of color without having to try so hard. If I wanted to get this look with eyeshadow, I'd be here for days. I just blend it inward on more of a diagonal so that everything just fades and gradiates effortlessly. If I were to do like a straight horizontal line, it would be way harder to blend different colors over top of it, or when I go in and put the lid color on, I wouldn't get a nice sort of fade. Go deeper in on your lash line and then fade out to sort of like, not a full wing, but it kind of pulls out a little bit more. Sometimes I'll use my fingernail and just pull it out a little bit. All right, we are making moves. So now, I still like it to be even darker in the outer corner. So I'm going to take a little bit of black eyeshadow, just classic carbon. I've made this pre-made palette that has all my neutral tones in it. So I just take a bit of carbon, not too much because it's very pigmented. And we're just gonna press it right over top of that liquid lipstick. Keep it just inside so you can still see that plum tone peeking out. This brush I think is a 228 shader brush. For me, it's like the perfect size for my outer corner. It just fits so snugly in there. And the more you press the shadow into your eyelid, the less chance you have for fallout. So now for the fun part, we are going to add glitter. Because if you know me, you know that I like glitter on pretty much every look that I create. So I'm gonna do a custom mix of glitter for this look. And I like to just use, this is honestly a candle lid, just off the top of a candle, that I'm just gonna like reuse. It has a little lip on it so that I don't get glitter everywhere, but just to mix the glitter in. I'm just gonna start us off with a little bit of Reflex Copper Glitter. Just taking a little bit of this, just pouring it in there. Next glitter will be Bronze. So this one has a little bit of a larger particle. We're gonna put in just a little bit less of this one. We don't want too much. And lastly, I'm going to use Iridescent White. This is going to be the biggest particle, and it is going to give us the most dimension. So I want probably more of this than the rest. From there, I'll just take the back of a brush and just kind of mix it together. So that's what it's going to look like. All right, so to adhere the glitter, I love these liquid Dazzleshadows. I'm gonna use a couple of them, I think. I haven't really decided. Only because this one is more of like a rainbowy sparkle, and so I feel like it might not give me enough base, but this one has a little bit more bronze to it. So I feel like I might be into the way it looks with the coppery sparkle. Let's do it together. Let's see what we come up with. So I feel like the easiest way to use these, because you can kind of see it has like a bit of a spongy applicator there. So I just scrape a little bit onto the back of my hand and just work off of that. This step I like to use a 248 brush. It's really got a nice paddle shape that fits into the area of my eye. So I guess subconsciously I decided to use the more bronzy shade. I just put it on my hand and went for it. But I do think I will use the more glittery one to adhere the sparkles. So if you're not feeling as crazy as me, you could probably stick your glitter right into this. But I'm gonna go in with the more sparkly one and just take a little bit of that on the back of my hand. Start by working this from the inner corner upward and just kind of lightly press it all over the lid. And then immediately, while it's still wet, I take some of that glitter on my brush, and that's also still kind of wet too. And we're gonna press it right into that liquid sparkle and that's gonna allow everything to stick on nicely. So you can kind of see how the iridescent white picks up more sort of orange or bronzy. All right, so now that we've got that glitter on, again, I say it a million times, I'm all about the blending. I don't know where anything is. I'm like the least organized of all of my things here. I just have makeup everywhere. Okay, so because I'm all about the blending, I take a little bit more of my liquid lipstick and I just want to blend it into that glitter so that I don't really see where the colors begin. So that just kind of blends the glitter more into the eyeshadow. Okay, so before I finish off sort of the top, we're gonna go into the bottom. I usually do exactly what I did on the top crease area. I'm gonna start with the darkest color that we used, which was Bougie Babe. I just like to press it all the way across. Then, because we have to obviously blend, so we're gonna take the Paint by Umber color and just pull along the bottom edge of this color. We have some fallout. It's fine, everything's fine. I'm not panicking. We're just gonna take our foundation brush and just buff it out. And you can always just put a little bit more concealer on, but just a little bit, right? So no big thing. I think I want to take a little bit of the plummy liquid lipstick that we used, and I'm just gonna do that on the very outer corner. If you have any glitter fallout, which I try not to, but if you do, just take a little piece of Scotch tape and you can always just pick off the glitter and it won't mess up your foundation. All right, so to finish off the eye, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of eyeliner just on my upper lash line. This is Coffee eye pencil. If you don't have Coffee eye pencil, are you even living, guys? Get it together and go get it. That's my favorite thing. I just put it in my upper waterline so that I don't have that like white space between my lashes. Makes them look fuller and everything just kind of more put together. So doing liner in the upper waterline does take a second to get used to, but once you can kind of figure out how to like control your eye muscles, it's the best way. I am a 2 mascara user, so we're gonna start with our Extended Play mascara. This is gonna give me a little bit more definition and separation in my lashes. And then after I get that separation, I'm gonna go in with our In Extreme Dimension mascara, and this is what's gonna give me that full impact volume. So I take whatever's on the tip of the mascara wand and I just press it right into the root, and then I brush through and just bring the volume all the way up to the tip of the lash. Look at the difference that mascara makes in an eyeshadow look. Like, this eye is popping. I'm gonna use the Extended Play on the lower lashes. Okay, so I just realized I forgot to highlight my inner corner, but I'm going to use the same highlighter that I use for my cheek on my eye as well. So just on a 219 brush, I'm gonna take a bit of this Postmodernist peach and just kind of swirl in there. And then my favorite, a little bit of Fix Plus. I like the one with the gold pearl in it, so it just needs to be shaken up. And then just do a little spray on your brush. And then we're just gonna take that just on the inner corner. And give this little pop. And I sort of blend it up and into the glitter. And then we have to do our cheek. So same Postmodernist peach. I'm changing out my brush to a 240 brush, and we're just gonna put it on the top of the cheekbone here. Yes. So this is nice because it gives you a really good glow without sort of seeing the texture of the highlight. Okay. I love a little highlight on my nose because I think my nose is adorable. So why not highlight it? And And of course the Cupid's bow. Now, I'm gonna do something that's completely out of character for me. I actively dislike blush normally, but these new Glow Play blushes, okay, they do have this little clear like protector in it, and I think I'm gonna keep all of my clear protectors on them so that they don't dry out, because this formula, it's a little bit more like cushiony. I don't know if you can see. It's not like a regular powder. You have to feel these guys. Like, I don't even know how to describe to you, but it's got this like really sort of soft, silky texture to it. I'm gonna take this on a 1/16 brush. Fingers will work well too. And I'm just gonna take this and put it just above my contour here. I've always been challenged with wearing blush because I have so much redness in my skin. So for me, I've always just stayed clear because I find it just accentuates that. But these are so soft and natural, and they don't look particularly red. Another trick with blush that I share a lot with my clients, because obviously I don't wear it so much, but taking your foundation brush and just kind of buffing it over the blush will make this look like the color is something that's coming from within your skin rather than something you placed on top of your skin. So if you're challenged with wearing blush like I am, then this will make it seem a little bit more softer, natural, like it's meant to be there and you didn't just place it there. So let's finish this look off with a lip. So there are so many lip shades to choose from in this collection. I think there's 5 different lipsticks and 5 different lip glosses. So I have them all here for us. So I think I'm gonna go with Yash for this look. It's a little bit darker than I would normally do on my lip, but I think I'm just gonna sort of press it in to the lips and just create sort of a nice, kind of a deeper nude. Okay, so once I get it on, I just sort of tap the edges with my finger. So it creates a really nice color. Something I've been into doing lately too is taking a bit of stone and just creating this sort of shadow effect on the outer edges to make my lips look really full. So I'm very light-handed with this because it is a bit of a darker gray color. And I just, it's almost like creating a contour for your lip, but then you want to make sure that you blend it in. So now we have this really nice full nude lip. If I'm feeling like anything seems a little bit too dark, I can take my baby version of my foundation brush. This is the 270, it's a concealer brush, and just buff the edges in. It's sort of just like the shadow is naturally occurring and it's not like you put it on there. Okay, so I'm torn between the 2 nudes, of course, Female Gaze and Deco-A-Go-Go. I almost feel like, I think I'm gonna go for Deco-A-Go-Go just to keep that kind of light nude that I love. We'll just pop that on in the center. Good choice. Just create a really nice full glossy lip. That is the lip look. What do you guys think? I think that's kind of the finished product. So if you liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you can see more things, because I'm going to be posting a little bit more regularly and creating some cool looks for you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.